Hi everyone, let's solve the second question from today's biweekly contest, that is maximum number of integers to choose from a range. Now in this question you are given an integer called band and two integers n and maximum, and you are choosing some number of integers following these rules, and then following these rules we have to return the maximum number of integers we can choose, right? So let's see what the question means. So let's see, we have this band array, right? So this band array is the chosen integer should not be in the band array. So first of all, we have to consider some integers inside of this range that is given to us, that is n. So if n is 10, then we have to consider range 1 to 10, right? So we will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, right? So we will be having these many numbers, and then what we have to do, we have to each integer can be chosen at most once, right? So we can choose only one integer, right? Once, right? Then the chosen integer should not be inside of this band array, right? And then we have to return the maximum number of integers we can choose following the mentioned rules. And also the sum of chosen integers should not exceed maximum, right? So one thing that should be clear to you is that we will be starting from the least integer, and from that least integer we will be moving towards the larger integers, and we will be checking whether they exist in band or not. And then we will be also maintaining a sum variable, right, and a cnt variable. So this sum variable will be storing the sum, and for each iteration we will be checking whether we have exceeded the sum or not. And this cnt will calculate the number of integers that we have taken. So let's see. So we have 1 right now. So we will be starting from the least integer. So we have 1, but 1 is present inside of the band array, so we cannot take 1. Let me take another pen. We cannot take 1. Okay, then we will be moving towards 2. So 2 is not inside of our band array, so we will be considering 2 inside of our sum, and we will be increasing our cnt variable to 1. Then we will move ahead to the next integer, that is 3. 3 is also inside of the band array, so we will not be taking 3. Then we will move towards 4. So 4 is not inside band, so we can take 4. So now the sum will become 6 and cnt will become 2. Then we will move ahead and check for 5. 5 is also inside of this band array, so we cannot take 5. Then we will, so can we take 6? 6 is not inside band, so we can take 6. So now the sum will become 12 and cnt will become 3. Then we will move to the next number, that is 7. So 7 is inside of the band array. We cannot again take 7. Then we will move to 8. So but if we see 12 plus 8 will become uh, 20, right? And if adding 8 will increase our sum, right? With it will become 20, and it is greater than 15. So we cannot consider 8. So that we only have to consider the maximum number of integers whose sum should be less than or equal to this max sum. So considering 8, we will be exceeding the max sum. So that is why we'll only be considering 2, 4 and 6, and these are the maximum number of integers that we can take, right, following all these rules. So now let's see how we'll solve it. So basically it is a very easy question, right? First we have to consider this range. So for this range we will be taking a for loop. Now we have to check whether these exist inside of the band array or not, right? So what we will be doing is we will be creating a map, right, and we will be having all the values inside of this map from the band array, right? So inside of this map we will be having 1, 3, 5 and 7. So at each iteration we will be checking whether the map contains a particular number or not, right? So if map contains 1, then we don't have to include it and we have to continue to the other number, right, to the next number. So doing this operation, and also we will be at each iteration we will be checking if sum hasn't exceeded maximum or not. If it has exceeded, we will break out of the loop. If it has not, we will continue, right? So let's see the code. So what we will be doing is, so as you can see here, first we have this cnt variable. It will be counting the number of integers that we have taken in account, and then we will be creating this map to store whatever the integers are inside of the band array, right? So we will have these integers inside of the band array, and we will be having a sum, right? And we will be iterating in this range I to n. And first we will be checking if the particular number that we are selecting plus sum will exceed max sum, right? So we will immediately break out of the loop. Otherwise, we will continue and we will check if the map contains that value or not. If it does not contain, then we will increment our counter and we will also include it inside of our sum variable, right? And then also again we will have this condition, like if sum has become greater than or equal to max sum, then we will break out of the loop, and then we have to simply return count. So that is how we have to solve this question.